USA. This is the University Survival Advice Show. I'm your host, Natalie Berezi. Here at the USA Show, we'll teach you all you need to know to survive university and make it through these tough years. So sit back, relax, and let's not die.
I got a bad feeling about this.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself 2011.
So in this episode, let's change things up and let's start with some uni hacks to help us all make our lives a little bit easier. Life is hard, and any tip can help. Tip number 1 is the Dazn app. For all my sports fans, this is perfect for you. Dazn is basically the Netflix of sports. You pay €5 a month and you get almost all the games you want. Football, American football, baseball, NCAA, cricket. They have so many things and they have so many games. They give you the highlights. They have other halftime shows, pre-game shows. It's an incredible app. High quality games, high quality images. If you're someone who doesn't have a TV, this is definitely a good way to see the games without having to waste your money. Tip number 2, get your eyebrows done. This is life-changing. I started getting my eyebrows done like 2 years ago, and I thank my mother so much for telling me to get my eyebrows done. I go to Sephora. This is not sponsored by Sephora, but Sephora, if you want to sponsor me, bitch, we love you. I go to Sephora and I get my eyebrows done and I just feel like a new person. Last time I went to like last week, but I hadn't gone in like 4 months, and my eyebrows, like, people don't really notice that shit, but I do, and my eyebrows were looking ratchet, and I went in there and I came out and I was just like revived. Oh my god, it was amazing. They're always like, your eyebrows are amazing, you're so lucky, I'm jealous of your eyebrows, and I'm like, thank you, beach. But then they low-key shade me. Once they're done, they're like, ooh, the difference is so big, and I'm like, okay, thank you, sis, y'all are the one who did it last time. But I mean, they're really good. For me, they last at least 4 months, and then you can trim them yourself, but don't do it too much. Don't try to trim your own eyebrows. Trust me, I've done it. I always try to tell myself that I can do it. It never works. Trust a professional. They do it really well, and they're always really nice. So go get your eyebrows done. Find a place that'll do it nice for you, or just go to Sephora. They do it really well. Tip number 3. Have you ever been trying to toast your bread or something, and you leave it in too long, and then all of a sudden it's burning and there's smoke everywhere and you can't get that smell out? This also might happen with popcorn. Well, here's what you do, fam, because this happened to my roommate in my first year of college, and our dorm smelled like burnt bread. So what you gotta do is, first of all, air it all out. Second of all, get a lot of candles. Third of all, you should have probably cleaned that microwave first. That should have been tip 1. But then you just gotta get, what's it called, a fan, and just air out the microwave. And you just gotta stand there with a fan. You just gotta deal with it. And then use some cleaning products in there. You could also cook something else in there and get that smell. But you know, it just depends. But basically, just stand there with a fan. At some point, it'll work. Tip number 4 are blue lens glasses. I'm really excited to try these out. They're glasses that have blue lenses, like the name. And basically, they turn any screen on your phone, your computer, into like a night mode on Twitter, on other sites, or on your iPhone, where you can turn it into night mode and everything's black instead of white. And basically it makes everything way easier for your eyes. So if you're on your computer all the time, you won't get a headache as fast. You can work more. I mean, maybe this isn't a good thing technically for like us as humans, but I mean, whatever, bitch. I want to look at Twitter longer and I don't want to get headaches. So blue lens glasses really works. If you're spending all night working on an essay, studying, try these out. They're really cheap on Amazon. They're better for your eyes, and it'll help you out and reduce migraines. Those are all the tips. Hope they were helpful for you. We want you to be healthy. We want you to look good. We want you to feel good. I want you to smell good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's get into the main part of this podcast. It's episode 6 already, guys. It's come by fast. I would like to one day post once a week, but I'm not that efficient and I can't multitask that much. I can multitask way more than the average male, which is non-existent. They can't. Anyway, this week I want to talk about uni majors and university courses. But first, I wanted to inform you guys of some interesting news that I recently found. I've got about 2-3 stories for you. Number 1, which I found on HuffPost, I don't know. Basically, the title was, couple decide to take DNA test for fun, but it doesn't end well for them. Here's what happens. These two couple, I don't know, somewhere in the United States was like, let's take a DNA test, it'll be cute. When I read this, I thought they were going to be related or something. No. Here's the story. The dude is related to some infamous serial killer or something like that. And his family knew, but they didn't want to say anything because they wanted to, separate themselves from him. And so he was like, well, shit. But, hopefully my girlfriend will be fine with it. I'm not a serial killer. It's not that big of a deal. No. She was not okay with it. Apparently she was like, if you related to somebody that evil, I'm going to look at you differently. So she broke up with him. And this was all a Reddit thread, I think. And so on that thread, he was asking people, how do I win her back? And everybody's like, yikes. If she can't get over an Ancestry.com thing, just let her go. Other people were like, yo, she was just using an excuse to get over with you. And I mean, come on. How often do you get that someone you want to break up with just happens to be related to a serial killer? Why would y'all just randomly want to take a DNA test? It seems suspicious. Seems like she was just looking for some reason to break up with him. But I mean, I would say he's better off. I mean, he's probably better off because he's not in this unhealthy relationship. But now he knows that he's related to a serial killer, so he's kind of just going to have a bad time right now. But I hope he's doing okay. And another story I've got for you is from Oregon. Now, this is the first story I've heard from Oregon in, ever. Usually it's Florida, some shit's going down. But, here's the headline. Suspected robber turns out just to be a Roomba. First of all, I remember when Roombas were called iRobots. The little vacuum thingies that move by themselves. So, basically, some house sitter in Oregon called 911 saying there was someone in the bathroom. And the police were like, okay, don't go in there, we'll check it out. So they get in there, and apparently they open the doors with guns drawn out. And they open it, and it's just the fucking vacuum cleaner hitting the door. And apparently the sergeant was like, this was my first Roomba burglar in 13 years in the job. And honestly, because if I was that house sitter and I heard some weird fucking sounds from the bathroom, I would freak out too. I don't know if I'd directly call the police. I think I would try to check it out. Because it's probably just a bird if it's not making that much noise. I don't know. I don't know what the hell the Roomba was doing. But I'm assuming it wasn't that bad. But I don't know how much crazy stuff goes on in Oregon, so maybe they just call the police all the time. But in other news, very, very, very important news currently. Beyoncé's homecoming Netflix documentary about her 2018 Coachella performance as the first Black woman to headline the music festival is out. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch it today, and everybody else needs to go watch it. And also, she dropped a 40-song live album, which for a second I thought it was just a new 40-song album that she just dropped, whatever, because she does that, and I wouldn't be surprised. But it said live album, so I was like, okay. And it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever. Goes in that because, bitch, on Spotify, she doesn't have her Lemonade album, but you can have some of the songs from this live performance, which sound almost better than the studio version, because that's just Beyoncé. I'm really excited about that. And she just drops it with, no promo. There was only, one commercial. And now she signed with Adidas, Beyoncé? Oh my god. Ugh. She's dropping something this year. She's gotta be dropping an album. When Beyoncé starts secretly doing something, you know something's coming. What's going on in my life? I didn't go to Coachella, but I saw it, the live stream. Very happy about that. Glad I didn't have to waste my money. Didn't have to go down there, be stuck in the dust. I got to just watch it from my bed, watch 1975, watch my girl Ariana Grande. I was very happy. Also, I got my eyebrows done. Ooh, I feel like a new person. I'm pretty proud of my eyebrows. When I was younger, I used to be really self-conscious about them because I had them really thick and thin eyebrows were in, and I would try to pluck them. Oh Lord, it was bad. And now people are more open to different eyebrow shapes, and mine are thick, and I can be happy with them. But I'll have to keep them clean because otherwise I'm just looking musty, crusty, dusty, trash, but not that bad. But like to me, I notice it. So I go down to Sephora and I get them done. And luckily, I was gonna go make like an appointment for the next day, and they were like, "We can fit you in today." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus." Girl, super nice. She does my eyebrows, and she does the first one, and I see it clean, the angles perfectly, clean under. Like when it's clean under your eyebrow, above your eye, it's amazing. And I see it, I'm just like, thank you. It gave me so much energy. I felt so rejuvenated. Oh my God, it's been like 4 months and I got them done. And I did the other one and I finished. And they give you like an eyebrow massage when they're done with like aloe vera. Ugh. I never knew how amazing that was until I had gotten my eyebrows done, and it's amazing. And so I just walk out of there and I'm just like, bitch, I'm a new person. Everything looks amazing with eyebrows. Like you don't even have to wear makeup as long as your eyebrows just look fantastic. Just makes me so happy to have them done. And then I go to class the next day and like people don't even notice. I'm like, this is just disrespectful to the art that is my eyebrows, to the artists at Sephora. Y'all better respect and notice and appreciate this art right now. So I was like to my friends, look at my eyebrows, please, and appreciate this. And they were like, those are really nice. I guess people just don't look at eyebrows, which I guess is fine. But like, come on. Eyebrows are amazing. There's so many different shapes. There's so much you can do with eyebrows. Also, I recently got some highlights in my hair. I'm looking some Lindsay Lohan vibes. I talked about this in the last podcast. But then all of a sudden, I just noticed everybody else is getting highlights. Madison Beer, YouTubers, like 3 people from my class. And I was like, okay, I see everybody following me. But also, I didn't think about it, but also it's because summer is coming. And it could be because of that. But we all look really good. I support it. Team Blonde highlights. Let's bring it back to 2003. So yeah. Also, I've got a lot of news for you today. My mother is an Instagrammer now. At Electra Berezi. Go follow her. She's so lucky. She's the only person to have the at Electra Berezi. My name, Natalie Berezi, is taken on Instagram by someone who doesn't post anything. They literally don't have a profile picture. They don't have a bio. And I tried to message them. I was like, hey, we had the same name. And I was going to be like, give me the at. And they never responded. And I don't know who they are. So Instagram, if you're listening to this, can you tell them to give me the name? Because I would use it. But go follow her. She's putting up stories. She's putting up some, gifts, some music on her. She's a big Rosalia fan. Go give her some love. She'll probably follow you back. Also, I recently discovered this app called Tutter. Now, Tinder's in the past. It's all about Tutter now. And let me tell you what this is. Same premise as Tinder, Left swipe, deny, right swipe, you're interested. But here's the thing. It's cows. There's different cows. You like a cow? Right swipe. You dislike it? Left swipe. Why would you left swipe on a cow? I don't know. You're a hater. All these cows are beautiful. You right swipe. You instantly match on all of them. And it just takes you to their livestock page. I think it's basically just a place to buy cows. But, in a really fun, well-done way. I think it's in Scotland or something. I don't know. But I really appreciated it. So there you go. If you're, looking to buy some cattle, then that's your place. Also, before we get... one last thing before we get into the main thing. Very excited for this month. A lot of concerts this month here in Barcelona. This week, actually tomorrow, I'm going to see Ricky Merino, and I'm very excited. It's not like actually his concert. He's performing just at a club, like at an event, but I'm very excited. Okay, I'm gonna see him. He's beautiful. He's got these beautiful blue eyes, and I'm hoping that I can make it very close to the stage just to see his beauty in person up close. And then later, like next week, I think I'm going to see Nerea Rodriguez, and I'm very excited because this girl, she's like super short and super tiny, and she's like 19 years old, 20 years old, I don't know, super young, only like 1 or 2 years younger than me. She's got this voice, oh my God. Like vocally, she's up there. She could be up there with Ariana Grande. Incredible talent, and I need to see her in person before she blows up. I need to see her. It's in a small venue, which I'm pretty grateful for because I want to be able to see her up close. And then like the next day, there's another event that I won free tickets to, which is a bunch of singers, Miriam Rodriguez, Marta Soto, Dani Fernandez, and I won free tickets to it. So I'm gonna go see my daughter, Miriam Rodriguez. I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna actually go to a concert in June, but I'm seeing her before that, and like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And then I might go to another concert before Nerea's concert. So there's like 3 concerts in a day, in like 3 days. But I'm trying to save money. I have a spending problem, so I might not go. It's Roy Mendez's concert, which I really want to go to. This is his first tour, but like, oh my god, I have a problem. I need to be controlled. But anyway, what this whole podcast was about was I want to talk about courses and majors in universities, because one of my favorite movies is the movie Accepted from 2006, which has Justin Long, Blake Lively, Jonah Hill, which if you hadn't seen it, basically they're people who, it's like the people who graduate high school, and they didn't get accepted anywhere, and so they don't know what to do with their lives, and all their parents expect them to go to college, so they decide that they're just gonna, it's like 4 people, they decide they're gonna make up a college. They're gonna just make a fake website, make some fake acceptance letters, and their parents believe that they got accepted. But then, to prove it even more, they have to sneak in to an abandoned building and fix it up and make it all nice. That way they can have their parents drop them off at the college and make it seem like a real place. And they hired a bunch of like fake actors to act as fake students, like they're all being dropped off for the first day of school, and like it all becomes really legit. And it's also like an abandoned hospital that they turned into like a university. And so somehow they like ended up sending these acceptance letters to just a bunch of people who hadn't gotten accepted into college, and so they ended up having all these people who actually enrolled into the school and actually paid, so it becomes like a real university. But anyway, great movie, go see it. So because they're not a real university, they're like, okay, well, we have to make classes now, but what do people want to study? So, the name of the school is the South Harmon Institute of Technology, acronym SHIT. Their mascot is the SHIT sandwiches. Fantastic. So, to pick the courses, they basically just ask everyone, what do you want to learn? What do you want to study? And I think about this like so often. I just love that. Like, there's one dude who's just like, I want to learn to blow stuff up with my mind. And I also found some majors on BuzzFeed, and I thought of some myself that I would love to take. Just list them off for you. Some of which include how to mature and not die trying, how to build your own personal brand, introduction to food photography. I wouldn't be able to take this. I need a food photography advanced level class. Folding clothes advanced level. I've gotten really good at folding clothes. If y'all haven't seen Marie Kondo's documentary, go check that out, because oh my god, my drawers in my dresser look amazing. It's honestly so satisfying to open up. The next one is the science of memes. I think there should also be a science of memes, history of memes. That's fantastic. Next is how to fake it till you make it. And then I also thought of the history of pasta, or just anything to do with pasta. Pasta design 101. I don't know. Pasta is just has so much to it. Also have slime creation. I've been trying to make slime and it's not working. Well, honestly, I only tried one time. But I just want to make some slime, man. I just want to see what it feels like. Okay, it's stupid, but I just want to see what it feels like. I also found this one online. It was the symbolism of bird watching, an interdisciplinary study. And then I also have how to not spend all my money, which I think many people can relate to. I've also thought about that one movie. I think it's called Shopaholic, where this chick is a shopaholic and she literally freezes in ice her credit card, which honestly, I might have to do that. I think I'm just gonna leave like the house without my credit card, but then I get worried I might need it. And then I created the psychological impact of 2007 Disney stars coming back into the spotlight, because hello, the Jonas Brothers are back. Miley Cyrus is singing Hannah Montana songs and High School Musical 1 songs, and she got her bangs and she's blonde like Hannah Montana. It's a lot on the world. I also have the study of sufficiency, study of underwater basket weaving, alien diplomacy, and leisure studies, and also how to get my Twitter unlocked. And I want to explain this because I keep mentioning this. Here's what happened. Like 8 weeks ago, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest on my social media, because when I created my social media, I was really young and I didn't want to use my real name or my real age. But I was like, you know what? I'm 21 now, it's fine. So I go to my Twitter, I like put my last name, and I changed my date. And I was like, you know, I'm 21, I was born in 1998. Here's the thing. I've had my Twitter account for like 10 years. So when I changed my age, which first of all, it doesn't even show up in my account because that part's on private, only shows my birthday, like the day and the month, but not the year. So as soon as I changed the year, it was like, oh, you created your account when you were younger than 13 years old. We're gonna lock you out now. And I was like, what? I've literally had my account for over 10 years. I've never used it for harm. I didn't even really use it that much until the last few years. And it's like, no, bitch, you're locked out. You know, send us your ID or whatever, or send us a complaint or a form if we're wrong. And so I sent a bunch, and it was like, okay, and it didn't do anything, and I accepted it. And they were like, okay, if you send more, we won't listen to you. And just like nothing ever happened. And Twitter doesn't have like a real support team. They just have like a robot which did not answer any of my help. And so I found a thread on Reddit that would help me, where you send in your ID, and I did, and they sent me an email saying your account is locked, and it wasn't. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So then what did I do? So recently I went to LinkedIn, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to Twitter and message people who work at Twitter and be like, can someone help me? I messaged the CFO. I doubt he's gonna answer. Message some dude who works for Twitter in Luxembourg. He doesn't have contacts at Twitter. So yeah, I have another Twitter account that I'm able to use and go on Twitter, but I don't have all the people I was following, people that were following me. And yo, DJ Pauly D from Jersey Shore was following me, and Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Hello? And Eleni Ferreira liked one of my tweets. Like, I need my Twitter back. I had a bunch of photos on there. I had funny tweets. I had a bunch of things I liked. I liked my thread. I was following a bunch of cool accounts. I had it for 10 years. I never did anything wrong. I'm 21 now. I just want my account back. So if anyone knows, anyone who works at Twitter or can help a girl out, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much. So that's why I really like a class on how to get my Twitter unlocked. Because it's just annoying. It's been like 8 weeks. And is it so hard to have a support team of real people? And not just a bot that will send me back to the support page where I can send in another form and blah blah. And I was looking up, and apparently last year this was a big issue, that like Twitter had made this new rule of like if you made your account when you were younger than 18 or 13, that they would lock you out. And I'm just like, are you serious? Quite annoying. Because I just want to tweet some stupid ass shit and retweet stuff and, you know, enjoy my life. But Twitter's not letting me, and it's, you know, it's really ruining Twitter for me. I mean, I'm still going to use Twitter, but I'm not as happy doing it, you know? And like other times, if I want to use Twitter to see other accounts that I have saved, I have to like go into incognito mode, open up Twitter and find these accounts. Because otherwise, whenever I try to log in, it's like, your account is locked. And I'm just like, I know, y'all won't unlock it. And I was really worried because I thought that after 30 days, I would lose my account. But I mean, it's still there. But like, I don't want to lose my account. I just need someone to unlock it, please. I'm not gonna do anything wrong. I'm 21 now. But I mean, hopefully that'll get figured out one day.
This is your #1 internet radio station. The music you love right here, right now.
Hell yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for 5 songs to get you through the day. These are incredible bops that will make you feel better after spending your day in uni and you want to die. But hopefully these will make you feel better. First song is from Victoria Justice. This is a song from the show Victorious. Yes, I think we all sing. Victoria Justice has a song, Begging on Your Knees. I don't know why I never realized this was a bop, but it's an incredible song. Listen to it and quietly dance while you're studying in the library, or use it as a karaoke song. Whatever you want, it's definitely a good song. This next one is FOMO. That is Fear of Missing Out by Scotty Sire. The Vlog Squad member just keeps making incredible bop. If you haven't heard his album, listen to it. It's so good. He also has really good vlogs, so go check him out on YouTube. But this song just makes you feel good. It's got a really cool different beat and sound, and it actually works when you're hanging out with your friends and going out, or it's really good when you're home alone and your friends are all out for partying and you're listening to that one, having your own party. And then you feel like you're missing out, and then it comes full circle, and that's what life's all about. Next song is It Isn't, It Wasn't, and It Ain't Never Gonna Be by Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. Yes, I said Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. I mean, I know that I said that Lady Gaga and Beyoncé was an incredible duo, but how come it took me about 21 years to hear that Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin did a song together? And not just any song, it's a bop. And I know I said all these songs are bops, but this song, the vocal ability, the beat, the meaning of the song, the interaction between them, it's fantastic. You can't hear the song without getting hyped up. And it just gives you like 3,000 years of energy.
She got that bounce,
Next up we have Mercedes-Benz by Demores. Now the first time I heard the song was live when they opened for Lola Indigo in Barcelona. And let me tell you, I honestly wasn't expecting much, but these guys live are so much fun. They brought so much energy to the concert, and I was tired after standing outside for 2 hours, and they hyped it up so much, and it's such a sick song, and it gets stuck in your head, and honestly, it's one of the songs that you want stuck in your head. Demores is a really underrated group. They have a lot of really good songs, so go check out this song and go check them out too. And our last song for today is Perdona, Ahora Sí Que Sí by Carolina Durante. This song is definitely more punk indie rock, I guess. I don't know how to explain a genre, but it's definitely a different type of jam, because everybody got different styles, you know, we gotta support everyone out here. But it's definitely a cool song. Also has Amaya Romero on it, who was the winner of Operación Triunfo, and another incredible artist, so go check it out. This is Perdona, Ahora Sí Que Sí. And those were 5 songs to get you through the day. Hope you enjoyed them. Go check them out, because we can only play you just a bit of them, but they are incredible songs and definitely deserve a full listen. Oh my god, what is happening to my voice? Hello? Hello? Okay, sorry. Don't know what just happened to my body. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So I also found a list of college majors that are actually real. And I want to know why they're not available at my college. They're actually, really strange. But some are quite interesting. These are all in the United States, I believe. But here, I'll just list them off for you. This one is Lady Gaga and the Sociology of Fame at the University of South Carolina. But I didn't read it that much, but I want to know when it means the Sociology of Fame. I'm assuming it means, being famous and what that brings. But her first album was called The Fame, so maybe it's the analyzation of that album and the part 2, which are both fantastic albums. Y'all should go listen to those. So, okay, South Carolina, I see you. And then in Montclair State University in New Jersey, they have How to Watch Television, which was apparently a way to analyze how the audience views TV shows and how they react to different things and commercials and stuff. But if my homework is to watch some TV, I think I'm down. But if I have to watch commercials, I might lose my mind, because just to watch TV, just to watch commercials, I only do that for the Super Bowl, and I don't even do that. I just wait until they're all online in a playlist and just watch them like that. Only the ones that seem interesting to me. Next up, we got Cryptozoology class. This is from the Oberlin Experimental College in Ohio, and it's only 1 credit. Okay. It's the study of cryptids with monsters, I guess, the chupacabra to the Loch Ness monster. First of all, the fact that it's called the Oberlin Experimental College and it's in Ohio, the experimental part really throws me off. Why is it called experimental? What does that mean? It's not really a surprise that they have this kind of class there. And only 1 credit, though? I don't know. The next one, I really like the name. It's called The Amazing World of Bubbles, which wasn't that a TV show on Cartoon Network? Something like that. Anyway, it's from the California Institute of Technology, which is apparently exploring bubbles in their many forms. That sounds like a great class. I have no issue with it, only if bubbles get in your eyes, that would hurt, but besides that, I'm all for it. The next one is called Demystifying the Hipster from the Tufts Experimental College in Massachusetts. Another experimental college. I don't get the putting experimental in. I guess it makes it seem different and you can a different type of learning, but I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Just take it out of the college name. In this college course, students can take a deep dive into the mind of these modern day bohemians. No comment. Next one is called Surviving the Coming Zombie Apocalypse, Disasters, Catastrophes, and Human Behavior from the Michigan State University. Is that teacher okay who came up with this course? The human behavior part, it seems pretty interesting. I guess it would be interesting to see how analyze people react during these things. But do they watch zombie movies? How do they do that? I guess they analyze a lot of movies. It'd be cool to actually act out how they would do it, how they would react during some sort of event like that. Next is another course that I really appreciate. It's called Politicizing Beyoncé from the Rutgers University, New Jersey. I think a lot of these are from New Jersey, which is, I don't know what that shows. We're in 2019 and New Jersey is just out here in 2019. The next one is Astrobiology, the exploration of life outside of Earth and the investigation of the origin and early evolution of life on Earth. That one seems really interesting, actually. That should be more known. From the University of Washington, I don't know if it was Washington or Penn State, but you do courses like planetary habitability, astrobiology field experience. Excuse me, you're teaching me how to be an astronaut? Yes, hello, I would love to do that. NASA is shook. Another one I have is auctioneering from the Harrisburg Area Community College. You basically just learn to be an auctioneer and like talk really fast. Another one is bakery science. The degree program, quote, trains students for administrative research, production, and executive positions in baking industry, end quote, from the Kansas State University. I mean, that's pretty interesting. I just want to learn how to make some croissants, like from scratch. That'd be great. The next one is bowling industry management and technology. Wait, I just have this one listed, but I'm not sure where it's from. But basically just how to run your own bowling alley or bowling supply store. Also seems pretty great. This next major is called citrus, which honestly literally made me think of lemonade, which made me think of Beyoncé. So we've come full circle. But in citrus, students learn about planting, weed management, pruning, fertilizers, pest identification, and management, and other aspects of tree management working with citrus trees. And of course, where would this be? In the Florida Southern College. I mean, if you've got so many oranges, you might as well study them. I just want to know what you do with these degrees. I guess they're more like general jobs. And the last one's repackaging science, which I guess is work for people who work at UPS or some sort of mail post office job. I mean, I'm here for these jobs. Honestly, these majors, I think we need more. I mean, I know I studied journalism, but we could get real specific with journalism. We could do the journalism behind investigative journalism to find out the science behind Beyonce's Instagram. How she posts, how often she posts, what's her theme, how does she come up with a theme. I guess just the study of Beyonce's Instagram. I don't know. I just got Beyonce in my head today. I mean, always, but today especially. I mean, I don't think we have to have majors like that are so specific, but I think there needs to be more random classes. Just like how to cook the correct amount of rice without measuring, because Lord knows every time I try to make rice, I just pour it in. I'm like, that looks like I could use some more. Pour more in. I cook it. The whole pot is full of rice, and I have made too much rice. I mean, I have leftovers for days, which is fantastic, but I would like to make an accurate amount of rice one day. Also, another class that'd be nice is how to stretch, but it's not yoga. It's just stretching. But it's not yoga. That should be a class. Also, this is probably a class somewhere, but the history or science of conspiracy theories, just like, I don't know, conspiracy theories are so interesting, but like, where did they come from? Who started them? How do they work? I guess, it would have to do with rumors and the media. But that's just really interesting. That should be something in journalism to learn about that. I also have paranormal extermination, which sounds really aggressive, like killing ghosts. Which, I mean, fam, I know people, ghosts are scary. Because if I saw something moving in my house by itself, I would freak out. But I don't think we have to kill him. We just have to, help him. Unless they're, trying to kill you or hurt you, which I don't think they would. Unless it's, a demon, then we have to get rid of that. But I don't know, man. I don't mess with demons. I don't mess with ghosts. I don't go into these places. I just, let them be. Let them live their lives. I really want to talk about college classes because I just ended one trimester. I've started my last trimester of my third year. And, I've actually really enjoyed my classes because at my university, in your third year, journalism students can finally pick elective classes. Before we only had the normal course classes. And so I had, I think, just one last trimester. But this trimester I have international journalism and news agencies. And I'm actually really excited. They're really interesting. And I'm just like, oh my God, is this me enjoying a class voluntarily? I'm shook. The teachers seem to be people who actually know what they're talking about. There's history aspects to both part, but then they're also really practical. And I'm just sitting there actually enjoying myself. So I'm a bit shook. So it's very interesting. Also the other day, we have a class in English. It's English basically. Journalism in English because here in Barcelona, I'm at a university where all the classes are in Catalan. So they have a class in English, practice English. And my first language is English, but I have to take it. So I'm just sitting there okay. Sure. And so the other day we had to do this assignment where we had to translate this news article from Catalan into English. And so we had to do it for last Monday. My group was just yeah, let's just go home. And I was like, I'm down. And so they were I can work on it tomorrow or tonight. And I was like, yo, I can just do it right now if y'all want. And they were like, no, it's okay. I actually want to learn. in practice, and I was like, oh my god. And I had this revelation of like, oh shit, yeah, we're here to learn, and they actually want to learn. And I was like, wow, true. I ended up doing part of it, but just like did most of it. But I was like, oh wow, that's so refreshing. That's so nice. Because usually, we just want to get the assignments done and just kind of turn it in and get the fuck over it, which is a constant mood for me. But that was nice. I was like, oh, you actually want to practice and learn from it. Well, I mean, I guess for them, knowing English well is really important, especially as a journalist. But I was like, oh my god, that is so sweet. But for me, I think having electives has also been part of what this third year has been my favorite year for me, because first year is just like crazy. You're going to college, it's a new place, new classes, you're meeting so many people all the time, and there's just so much happening. And then second year, I was just kind of in like a weird situation, like a weird living state, and it just kind of affected everything. I got strep throat. It was weird. I mean, I think I was really in shape because I was walking everywhere, but I was just not happy. And then like my classes were really boring. I mean, I had a lot of fun with my friends, but I wasn't able to hang out with them as much. It was weird. But this year I moved into like an apartment that I really, really like, in a part of Barcelona that I really, really like. I get to spend more time with my friends. I like my classes. I mean, I'm still stressed out, but that's just university, you know what I'm saying? You're happy, but you're still stressed out. That's just how it goes. And I'm still spending too much money buying stuff that I don't have to. Because I get to choose electives, I'm finally doing stuff that actually interests me and not just the general stuff of journalism. I'm finally learning more about international journalism, being a correspondent, more about news agencies and sports. That makes me really happy. And luckily in my electives I have my friends there. So it's been good. Also, this is unrelated, but because I've been on like a happy streak lately, the other day I went to Taco Bell, my love of my life. And because usually when I go to Taco Bell, I'm vegan, so I order they have an option to make it veggie, which doesn't work because I ordered the machines, that way I can pay a credit card faster, and it like removes the meat or the cheese, whatever, and like it usually doesn't work, it doesn't do anything, so you have to remove it like with modifications. And then they gave it to me, and it has cheese and it has meat on it, whatever. So I've had some like sad moments at Taco Bell. I still love them though. My brother was like, yeah, let's just go, and I was like, really? I mean, I love Taco Bell, but I was, I had low expectations. So we go there, I'm feeling a burrito, and I'm feeling a snack wrap, a crunch wrap, because I was hungry. My brother's food he got a crunch wrap as well. It was good. No meat, rice, lettuce, tomatoes, perfect. My crunch wrap, perfect as well. My burrito, I was worried. I was like, there's a lot going on here. Nope. They gave me the rice, they gave me the beans, pico de gallo, guac. I was super happy. I was really, really full. And then we went to go see Captain Marvel, but it was fantastic. So Taco Bell, not sponsored, but Taco Bell, I swear to God, if you want to sponsor me, there is, without a doubt, no way I would say no. I don't know if that was like a triple negative right there, but Taco Bell, I love you. Love of my life, my God. When I first got my license in the United States, that was like the first place I would go. After school, I'm gonna go pick up Taco Bell. I'd go with my dog, go pick up Taco Bell. And now, also, in the machines, last time we went, the option to make it veggie actually works, and it takes off the meat and all that stuff. I'm really happy. Go Taco Bell. Really killing it. Other fast food places do not have a make it veggie option, at least not here in Barcelona. So, I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's my general appeal to the people of universities to make more fun courses. Also, I want to know for some of these, I want to know the universities, what they think when they accept them and how they convince them to accept them. I also want to see a list of class courses that have been rejected, because if these ones were accepted, I want to see the ones that were rejected. I need that as a list, because that seems amazing. That should be a book, because that is honestly a mood. What does that even mean? I don't know, but it's a mood. So yeah, so let me know if you guys are in any of these crazy courses, if you know of any more, or if you've thought of your own crazy courses. I would love to hear. Maybe we can one day make our own university where we can just do whatever the fuck we want. Probably not, because I don't really want to refurbish an entire abandoned hospital. I don't want to find any dead bodies. But if you're into that, go off and hit me up when it's all nice and clean. So yeah, let's get going with the show.
But look at here! Look! Look! got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat, beans, creams.
Unilife has a lot of layers like onions that come good and bad. And being vegan just adds a whole nother layer of complication, money-wise, health-wise. So we here have got some simple tips that might help out our little vegan friends. This trick I learned recently might not be the most healthy, but it is fun. Basically, it's making pancakes with beer instead of milk. I mean, hey, it's vegan. Basically, it's a simple recipe. All you have to do is use 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 tablespoons of baking powder, 1/2 tablespoon salt, and in this recipe for me, to replace the 1 egg, I use chia and I put it in some water and I put it in the fridge for like 10 minutes and it gets kind of like an eggy feeling, and I put that in the mix. 2 tablespoons melted margarine, and then 1 cup of beer. You can use any type of beer. I use a malt beer, but I'm pretty sure it works with any kind. It just depends on the taste and the flavor and how much it'll come out. But with mine, I didn't taste any of the beer at all, pretty much. And also, major tip, you mix it all together and then you pour it in the pan and you start cooking. But please don't be like me and pour it all in at once and make just one giant fucking pancake. It's not gonna, cook all the way inside, and it's just gonna burn on top of the bottom. So make a numerous amount of pancakes that are, a good thickness. That way they'll be cooked all the way through and they won't get burned too much on the top or bottom. And there you go, you got some beer pancakes. They make them really fluffy and you can't even taste the beer. And it's vegan, that's all I'm saying. Another tip for all the vegans out there is get a food processor. A normal blender does not work for everything. Trust me. I tried to make things in a blender and it does not work. Unless you have a super powerful blender, then if so, go off, sis. But a food processor is really useful. You can mix in so many things: veggies, oats, egg replacement, milk. There's so many things that you can mix together to make a sauce, to make a mix, to make cookies, to make a mix, to make meatballs without meat. There's so many things that you can do with it, and food processors are really cheap. You can go on Amazon, you can find some for under 15 euros that are small, but still really powerful and work really well. There's some that can crush up ice. It works for non-vegan people anyway, too. It's a really good thing, and I don't know why people don't talk more about food processors. That's the secret right there. That's how you can make anything. And our last hack for the vegans out there is to know that vegan food isn't necessarily just in bio or vegan sections. A lot of times, and more these days, vegan items are kind of scattered just throughout a supermarket, and they're kind of just in the normal places. Obviously, in the bio and vegan sections, that's where the majority is. But if you're going throughout the supermarket, you might see things that, if you read the ingredients, they actually are vegan. And those are all the vegan hacks we have for today. Stay healthy out there, vegans. We've made it to the end of the program, but don't worry, because the USA show will be back sooner than you think. If you want to send in your own questions or tips, email me at nataliebrezzi98@gmail.com or message me on Instagram at YesNatalieYes, and maybe one day my Twitter will be unlocked and you can finally message me there. So until next time, don't die, but please try to help me with my Twitter, because my name is Natalie Brezzi, and here at the University Survival Advice Show, I'll be here to help you get through it all. Goodbye.
Rocket Super Jam.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.